Hey everyone, welcome to Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Now in this video, I'm going to discuss how the topic of whether or not Neve Campbell is in Scream 6 is still raging on social media and across content creators all over the different platforms, including YouTube. Now, just when it seems that things are going to die down, something emerges that sets off another round of speculation. Well, get ready, folks, because here comes the next round. Let's go. So I initially was not going to make a video about this. It is something that's been floating around now for about a day and a half. And I thought it was probably going to go away rather quickly. And so I just let it go, didn't mess with it, because the minute I saw it, I had a very firm opinion about it. However, I have noticed that it is continuing to pick up steam, and this image continues to be discussed and talked about. And I feel like at this point, I've had many people here on the channel have actually reached out to me with direct messages asking me about this image and is it real? What were my thoughts? So I said, okay, the time has come. I just need to make a video and get it out there to you guys so that you will at least know my opinion on it. You're of course welcome to your own, of course. If it's different, it's totally fine. I respect that. But I am going to share the image with you and share with you my thoughts and feelings on it. And since I saw it the very first time, and they still remain to this day after examining it many, many times. All right, so there's this image making its way basically across anywhere and everywhere regarding Scream circles. And their claim is that this is showing Neve Campbell on set. So here's the image, right? This is the original image as it's being floated around, and basically claiming that the individual there on the left, standing in the grass, is Neve Campbell, reprising her role for Sydney in Scream 6. Now, let's go in for a closer look at this alleged Neve. Now, here we go. We see here just isolating on this individual, and just to kind of get a better look at them. And of course, I love how these alleged leaks of appearances are always facing the person's back. They're never facing the person's front or side profile, of course. So we have a complete backward shot. All we have is their back. We can't see their face whatsoever, facing the other direction. And I decided to go in for an even closer look, because when I see this, first of all, when I see this image here, you can start to already see pretty clearly something doesn't quite look right in this image. So I zoomed it in even tighter, and I added some arrows here. And I want you to notice that when you go in close and you really now can see, there is clearly a headset being worn by this individual. It's much like the headset shown here, again, by this crew member in the original image I showed. You can see the ear covering, and if you look back at this image here, you can see the ear covering, and that's the left arrow pointing to where this covering over the ear, and the arrow on the right, the smaller one, is pointing to the headband of the headset that's going across the top of the head. It's clearly visible. And it also looks like this crew member is holding up something to look through, possibly framing a shot for the camera, something along those lines. Most likely they're looking through to get that to get that done. And I'm gonna tell you this, guys. Look, real simple. Okay, it's gonna be a very short video. Unless they are dressing up Neve to appear as a crew member on a film crew in this movie, there's no way I am buying that this is Neve Campbell. It just does not add up Doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. I can't think of any scenario outside of what I just said that they would have Neve Campbell wearing a crew person's headset like this. It's really obvious, guys. Come on. And if you look at now this is a little bit harder to see, but I think if you look at the right pocket there of that jacket that they're wearing, it's pretty pretty poofy there, and you could almost make out, and I'm not saying it's there, but I could almost picture seeing some type of a part of the headset box on there with clipped to their belt there underneath that jacket poking out. I really think that's what that is. But that there, you could make an argument for or against, but that headset is very clear. I mean, just look at that image. You see it. It's right there. You see the headband. You see the large area over the ear. It's all right there. So guys, I do not at all believe, again, that this is Neve Campbell. I believe that if Neve is in this movie, and I hope that she is, I've said that on record many times, that I still do not think she's going to be in 6. However, I also say at the same time, I hope she is. I really would love to see her as that cameo at the end of the movie, getting that cliffhanger set up for us to give us a Screen 7 where she comes back and is really featured heavily again. And then, of course, we get the amazing Stew Train showing up, baby. And that's what I'm talking about. Stew. It all comes together for an epic ending to this trilogy once and for all for Sidney Prescott. And also, finally, once and all, for Stu Macher. But that all aside, I do hope she's there, but I just don't believe this is her. I think that if she is filming now, because they said that she would be rumored to be filming through the 30th, which is today, Saturday the 30th. If that ends up being true, then I believe that she is under lock and key. She is flown in, and she is very discreetly taken straight to Mel's, the sound stages in Montreal, to be recorded in secret, to be filmed, her scenes there. And wherever she's going to be, it's going to be very locked up. You're not going to have her out in the open here in this residential area, which is clearly nothing. That's nothing. It looks nothing like any of the location scenes that we've seen from Montreal. My buddy Chris over at Discover Montreal, he goes all over town. He sent me all these images we've seen. Nothing looks like this whatsoever where we know for sure they're filming at. So whatever's going on here, guys, in this scene, if this is even at all from this production, we don't even know. But if it is, I just don't believe that's Neve Campbell. I don't believe we'll have a picture. It will not happen. It's going to be that tightly secured. But we'll have to wait and see if that happens. And again, I hope she is there. I hope she's getting filmed right now. But I just want to tell you guys my honest opinion. I always tell you, I will tell you this straight up, what I feel. And that's how I feel. This is not her in this image, at least. So I want to know, guys, what do you guys think about this picture and the claim? Do you think that's Neve in this image? Or do you also agree that that just doesn't add up? The things just don't add up for that to be her. Start leaving your comments below right now. I want to know what you think about it in the comments section so we can discuss it together starting now. Well, that's going to be it for this update. Again, just wanted to address this because it just seems to be gaining more momentum, and I wanted to let you guys know where I stand on the issue of this picture. But don't worry, guys. I'm going to be back soon with more Scream and other horror movie content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, this is Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Thank you for watching.